Adpocalypse 2.0 is happening, and who's getting hit the hardest? Anime YouTube. Originally, I had planned to make a video on Toradora for this week, but I'm pushing that back to talk about this topic in the least biased way possible, and trust me, that's kind of hard coming from an anime YouTuber. So the reason I'm talking about this is because it's kind of a big deal to not just the creators, but also the viewers. A lot of the big anime YouTubers have made videos complaining or freaking out about the anime apocalypse, but none have properly explained what exactly is happening. So that's why I'm making this video. So in essence, an algorithm built by YouTube is going around and giving people these. The yellow question marks are to go into videos that deal with controversial topics to ensure that most or all advertisements don't play on said videos. This is mostly just kind of a convenient barrier to keep what happened at the previous Adpocalypse at bay. And good on them, this isn't a task any human can do, and this program runs on machine learning to pick up on what's controversial and what's not. And if something is deemed controversial, after 1,000 views in a time period of a week, you're allowed to request for a manual review by a human that will either approve or disapprove your video. Sounds good in theory, but as I'm sure you guys can probably guess, it hasn't been doing too good of a job. For some reason, this algorithm appears to be targeting any type of anime-related content and flagging it, which leads to a whole shit show of problems. So let's go through the best course of action to get your flagged video approved. So one of the biggest problems you're going to experience is that when you upload a scheduled video and it's instantly flagged by the algorithm. You're welcome to request a manual review, but guess what? It won't go through until after you've hit 1,000 views, or in other words, until after your video is live. And you can't just refresh your private page 1,000 times because, you know, that's kind of breaking YouTube policy. So let's say you're a smaller channel with only 2,000 or so subscribers. Congratulations, this is where the road stops for you. This is because you won't be able to break 1,000 views on your video within a week. This is due to the fact that YouTube will not advertise your video on recommended feeds because guess what? Your video isn't advertiser friendly, so your growth is permanently stunned unless your video goes viral on another website or you have an incredibly loyal fan base. But let's say you're a slightly bigger channel and you can still pull in about 1,000 views just from subscribers checking social media and so on. You get to run into another problem. You see, the issue is that the videos have to go through manual review. In other words, it roughly takes a week for your video to get approved. And unfortunately, due to YouTube's algorithm, the video is no longer considered new. So your video won't get recommended to anyone and you are royally almost forgot I have to be advertiser friendly. So by the time a week has passed, your video has already gotten 90% of all the views it will ever get. That means 90% of all the views you're getting are no longer monetized. This hurts not just smaller channels, but it completely neuters the larger channels as well. They're forcing creators to take their focus off of YouTube and put it somewhere else. The worst problem yet is that it's legitimately worse than having a copyright claim. In a copyright claim, all the money is put into a pool and the winner gets it all. But you can't charge money for advertisements you never showed. Thus, the pool doesn't even exist. Another issue is the massive backlogs that are hit. A lot of YouTubers survive off of quantity versus quality, and they earn a large portion of their money from their massive backlogs. Although each video may only pull in 500 views a week, that can still add up to hundreds of thousands of views. But if a single video doesn't break the 1,000 views in a week rule, it will never be manually reviewed, thus destroying the creator's income. The final nail in the coffin is the fact that the algorithm doesn't even work. My videos on gamers 2 weeks ago was auto-flagged by this algorithm. In this video, I didn't curse, make any inappropriate jokes, I just talked about why I love the anime. But just last week, I made a video on how to choose your waifu. In this video, I made jokes about pedophilia and birth defects. Yet for some reason, this video managed to dodge the algorithm. It's not even doing its only job. This is why a lot of creators are scared. No one really knows what triggers the algorithm, but when you get hit, it destroys your channel. Luckily, so far, I haven't been majorly hit by this algorithm, and I've managed to win every single manual review. But obviously, the amount of money I've been making off of ad revenue has taken a nosedive, and I know this is the case with every creator. So our only real option is to try and alert YouTube of this problem. I don't think the idea of the algorithm is bad but it needs to work before you throw it out into the masses. So if you guys don't mind, please share this video around and bring awareness to this massive problem. The sooner this ridiculous thing gets fixed, the happier everyone will be, and the less creators will lose in the process. Speaking of which, an extra special shout out to all of my patrons keeping me alive, especially in these dire times. As I said earlier, please share this video around so both viewers and creators can better grasp as to how big of a problem this is. Don't forget to share, like, comment, and subscribe. This is Manime Matt. Make sure you guys stay man, go watch that goddamn anime!